So yesterday was a bit of a big day, I guess, for testing the United States Constitution. First, we had Donald Trump, who invoked executive privilege to prevent the full, unredacted Mueller report from ever seeing the light of day. And then you had William Barr, the Attorney General who actually asked the White House to intervene in this case, who was held in contempt, or at least voted to be held in contempt, by the House Judiciary Committee. Now, officially, Barr has not yet technically been held in contempt. They just voted to move forward with it, so eventually that contempt vote is going to have to go before the entire House of Representatives to be voted on. At that point, if it passes, which it would, then Barr would officially be held in contempt. That may not ever happen, though. What's more likely to happen now, especially since the president has claimed executive privilege over this report that allegedly completely exonerates him, is the Democrats are going to have to file a lawsuit to get this thing released. And depending on whether or not they can get this case expedited, we still may not even have a resolution to that lawsuit until after Trump's already out of office, at which point the next president would likely go ahead and release it anyway. This is basically between a rock and a hard place right now because, yes, the Constitution is being strained to its max right now. Democrats, to their credit, finally did the right thing by holding this contempt vote for Barr. And Trump, as usual, ignores the rule of law, tries to block this report, which, again, he claims completely exonerates him. Yet this man is fighting tooth and nail to prevent anyone in the public or in Congress or anyone that he doesn't like from being able to see the full thing. Now, according to the White House, Trump is the one who's going to go through, him personally, read this 400-plus page report, which we already know that won't happen, to determine if it's safe to release it to the public. So basically what they're going to do is hand Donald Trump the unredacted report and say, go ahead and take out whatever parts you don't want them to see. That's what's going to happen now. Of course, that is assuming Donald Trump even gets around to ever doing that, which I seriously doubt would ever happen. But again, I want to commend the Democrats. You know, for a very long time, we have been talking about the fact that they're too quick to roll over. They're not fighters. Well, yesterday, they fought. They fought hard and they did exactly what they should have done a long time ago. So I am proud of them. I do commend them for that. And I hope that we see more of this fighting spirit from the Democrats in the months ahead. Because things are not going to get better at this point. Things are, in fact, going to get much worse. This administration has shown us, especially in the recent weeks, that they don't care about the rule of law. They don't mind ignoring subpoenas. They don't mind ignoring requests for documents. They think they are above that, and they're not. These are co-equal branches of government, the executive and the legislative. Co-equal. Means they have the, not one is above the other. And yet here we have Donald Trump thinking that he can get away with anything and that he doesn't have to answer to anybody. But that's not how the Constitution was written. That's not how our government was broken up when this country was founded. That's not how any of this works. And he's going to find that out the hard way because he has a very slim chance of being successful in ignoring these subpoenas. The only chance, in fact, that he has of being successful is if these get held up in court for years and he can just essentially wait it out till the end of his presidency, which hopefully would be 2020, but there's a good chance it may end up being 2024. Either way, Democrats are doing the good thing now. Donald Trump continues to do the bad thing, and I hope the Democrats decide that the lawsuit alone is not going to be good enough, but that they need to bring the full House in for a contempt vote, hold William Barr in contempt, and then if they still don't get that report from him, go ahead and start impeachment proceedings now. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.